Hello vinyl community, it's Matt here again, and today I've got 5 recent acquisitions to show you guys. And as the title of the video suggests, the first one is this one, the Dave Brubeck Quartet Timeout featuring Take 5. So fairly recently I showed the Miles Davis Kind of Blue box set that I got a month or two ago, and some people have commented about other jazz albums I might want to check out, and this was one of them. And you know what, given this a listen, I was really impressed with this. I thought it sounded great. This, I don't know if it's an original pressing, but it is an early pressing for sure. There you go, it's on the Columbia 2i label there. So this should be from the 60s. Again, I'm not completely sure if it's a first pressing or maybe a second or third repress type of thing, but in any event, this is a great sounding record. I mean, really great sound. Jazz isn't really my thing, but I can appreciate the instrumentation and how good it sounds, and I really could with. I mean, the drums sounded fantastic in the stereo separation, so I was really pleased to get this. This is just an online eBay purchase, and yeah, there's the back of it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have this album. It's very well known. Sold a lot of copies, so pleased to have that. The next one I got was this one, Getz Gilberto. So this is one that I've seen kind of floating around in record stores. I've seen it online a lot as well, and it is jazz, kind of bossa nova jazz. It's very kind of unusual. It's got the girl from Ipanema on here, like the original, supposedly best version of it. Let me show you the record. It's out kind of, you sort of see it on the Verve label right there. This is a gatefold right there, and it does have a bit. I didn't realize it did. It has a split in the top of the back part of the sleeve, which is unfortunate. Yeah, right there. Didn't know it did when I bought it, but it was a pretty good price, and it's an earlier pressing. I don't claim it's a first pressing. Again, I haven't really checked this out, but this I thought was okay. I did like parts of it. I think the main issue I had was just the fact that the record is only so-so. I mean, it's not skipping or anything, but it plays worse than it looks, if that makes sense. Occasionally you get that with used records, and there's quite a lot of static, so I found that was a little distracting at times, but I did like it. I got a pretty good price for it, so yeah, it's okay. And speaking of kind of 60s records, this was a record store pickup a few weeks ago. The Circle and Red Rubber Ball. This is a mono version. I assume it's a first press. Again, we got the Columbia 2i. It's sort of faded, the label. It's interesting though, because they had 2 copies of this, and both of them, the red labels were kind of faded like that. I don't know why that is. I mean, I would assume that's from the sun, but I don't really know. But it was only $3 for this, I think, was it? Yeah, $3. And it's one of those albums that I've never listened to, and you see it around quite a lot, and I just thought, why not, for $3? And it's good. I liked it. The Red Rubber Ball was a song I already knew, but yeah, glad to get it. 2 more, and we're veering in wildly different directions here. Believe me. There it is. It's going up. Yeah, and it's going up because the album is called Up by Right Said Fred, and this was from the same record store, and it's got several hits on it. I'm Too Sexy, Deeply Dippy, Don't Talk Just Kiss. Those were all top 5 hits in the UK. Deeply Dippy was a number 1 actually, in the very early 90s, like 1991, I want to say. It's on red vinyl. Show you that. There we go. So that's kind of nice. I mean, as I've said a number of times before, I can take or leave colored vinyl, but it came with it. It just happened to be that that was the way the album was, so I thought I would grab this at the same time. And then finally, this was a Target purchase a number of weeks ago. Is Beastie Boys music. So again, we're kind of going all over the map in terms of genres, but yeah, I have. This was my kids bought me a record for Christmas, and I gave them two choices. One was this, and one was ABBA Gold. This was the #1 choice, but they didn't know that. They got the ABBA album, which was fine. And I spotted this in Target a few weeks ago, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to grab it. So I haven't listened to it all the way through. I think I listened to all of disc 1, which has got like No Sleep Till Brooklyn and Fight for Your Right and that type of thing. Disc 2 has the likes of Sabotage and Intergalactic on it, so I do need to give that a listen, because from what I remember, Intergalactic is a really good sounding song, just in terms of like the audio. But yeah, double album. There's the back of it. Naturally, because it's a Target exclusive, sort of, it's on colored vinyl, because they always are in Target now. One red and one, it says opaque, so it should be kind of like a off-white, cloudy white, sort of. I would just call it white, but okay, there we go. Well, it says opaque red and white. I guess it kind of is, but yeah, there we go. This is a it is a gatefold, but since I kept the shrink on, we will not be opening it. I like to do that if I can. Maybe I'll make a video about that someday. I never used to. When I first got back into vinyl, I didn't care about the shrink and the hype stick. I would just take it off, because I thought, well, especially if it's a gatefold, it's meant to be seen, and maybe there is something to be said for that, for sure. But yeah, I'll talk about that in another video. So, just a real quick video today, guys. So thank you as always for watching. Always appreciate everybody who comments and subscribes. And until next time, bye bye.